So on the 2nd of June, our little Sombra gifted us 5 little cat babies.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh shit, I think we're getting babies.
I had already a feeling of like maybe it's gonna happen that night or like a couple of days before actually. And we were both kind of just waiting for it finally to happen because she was acting weird. She was searching for a place to give birth at. We were like preparing places for her where she could feel comfortable and like connected to us because she's a very close person, animal, pet. So that night I decided to not go to the computer but have like a Skype call with my friend Bobby. And I wanted just to be close to Sombra and not leave her alone and not stress her out in any way. And there's Diva walking around in the
Fucking bodysuit, I hate that shit.
Yeah, so at one point, a little later that night, it was around 11, I'd say, she laid down on my belly, kinda, was like here on my belly side and on my leg side on the sofa, and just really wanted to have some attention, wanted someone to pet her, and I was just accepting that and continuing talking to my friend and like having a drink or two. And I was just like petting her the whole time, telling my friend about how my cat was pregnant. And at one point, I just looked down at her and I saw a red bubble out of her vajay. And I was like, oh shit. Shit's going down. It's gonna happen. I didn't want to leave Sombra alone. I didn't want to stand up and get Victor, but I wanted my boyfriend to be here too, to see that whole spectacle happen. I didn't want to exclude him, but he wouldn't hear me if I screamed as loud as I could. And I didn't want to wake up the family upstairs. Because Vic is having headphones on and he's basically deaf when he wears them. And like I would have to stand up to get him physically. But thanks to technology, I used my phone and wrote him messages in his Twitch stream and told him to move his ass here and help me. I don't know what to do. He doesn't know either, but you know, we're all in this together. So he came around, he checked up on us basically, and nothing was really happening yet. And Samra was kind of sucking that bubble back in often. It was basically a kid in the water bubble that they feed from. I don't know what that's called in English. And she kind of like pushed it out and sucked it back in like 5 or 6 times when she was just getting uncomfortable, or maybe her canals were widening. Her tubes. I'm so bad at describing stories. I'm sorry. So she kind of pushed it out and sucked it in and pushed it out and sucked it in until all of a sudden she got into pain. But in between that time, Vic got back to the computer, continued streaming, and then I was calling him again to come back again, and then he was like, oh shit, okay, everything's going down. So he helped me because I couldn't move away because somebody was basically laying on top of me and I didn't want to discomfort her. When her pain started was when it really like broke my heart because she was so unsettled. She didn't know where to go, what to do. She didn't understand what was happening to her. Of course not. Nobody tells you that when you're a cat. You wouldn't understand. So she started moving away and started to go to every other expensive furniture that we have in the house. Basically, she went off of the sofa that we just bought, but like her bubble of blood and baby inside of it already bursted with the 5th time of pushing it out, but kind of don't. And you could clearly see that she was in pain, and she was often just like checking up on her own butt and kind of like cleaning herself and was like, what the hell, man, why does it hurt so much? And then she got the first baby on the sofa. And I didn't catch that because I didn't have my phone with me. I left it in the living room. At that point of time, I already hung up on Bobby because we thought it's going to take a hot minute until she's going to be able to press out the first baby. in general, because it was already going on for 1 hour. And we were already thinking that the first baby that comes out might be dead, because it was taking so long. It could be suffocating in her vagina, which is totally normal and which can happen constantly, but we didn't have any possibility of like helping her and pulling it out at all. And like, if we would have helped her, of course. But it was not possible. She wouldn't get it out, basically. She was probably not wide enough yet. That cat just became 1 year old. Like, she's so young. After she got the first baby, I was like, gosh dang it, I hate that I didn't film that. I hate that I didn't take a picture of that, because that's a life-changing moment, and there's a couple of babies to come, so I really want to like grasp that moment and keep it, you know? Because giving birth and like seeing how children are born was clearly so amazing to see, and like so different, and just an amazing experience. And I really wanted to keep that moment to stay. But I didn't know how dependent Sombra was on the fact that we both keep on staying with her together. And how could I? How could I have known that my presence was so important to her? But long story short, I started getting up and wanted to like leave the room to come in this room and get my phone and come back again. Like, it wouldn't taken me like 2 seconds or something. Little did I know that the kid was still not completely out of her yet. I think the feeding tube basically was still connected to her or something like that. Or the tail. Vic said something about that. And Sombra basically jumped off the sofa while the baby was kind of still connected to her, and the baby fell from the sofa. It was still alive after that. We thought everything was fine with it. I felt the most horrible guilt I've ever felt in life. But if you think about it, I didn't know. I couldn't have any idea of that. Yeah. But after that, she continued having her children on the floor. She, at one point, took all the babies and brought them under our bed to continue giving birth, just because she needed to have some sort of a cover up, some sort of a safety around her and above her. And you know, me and Vic were just going crazy and like carrying all these fucking blankets and towels and trying to always push them under her so we wouldn't have on our carpet floor. Like, we didn't want to have even more ugliness with that floor and have blood all over the place that we won't be able to get off of. So we were just like kind of running around and constantly pushing something under her. And kind of moving the bed so we could still like look at her and like take care that she wasn't gonna accidentally hurt the baby cats, because they were so tiny they were not even filling out a hand. They were literally just like that big. And you know, when she was giving birth, she was in so much pain, of course, that she was gonna claw herself into the floor, into the wall or somewhere, and was just gonna like meow really loud and have pain, of course. But in that situation, she might as well just accidentally claw herself into one of the babies, and that might be crucial, you know, to the baby. That baby could die from just like a small move like that. That's why we wanted to like take care and be there and watch this thing happening. So we ended up getting 5 baby cats. It was an amazing journey. It apparently went on until 4 in the morning. I passed out around 3 in the morning because I was working all day, and then in the next morning I had to work again. So I was dead tired. I couldn't anymore. I once falling asleep on the floor for half an hour, and then I just went into the living room and went to bed, or like to the sofa. But Vic took care of the last baby that came out. I think the last 2 that came out. And made sure that they were alright, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And after that, we had 5 babies to take care of. Of course, it was Sombra's babies. Of course, it wasn't our main thing to take care of them, but it has been filled with so much love, and it has been such a crazy, crazy experience, and I'm so grateful. It truly like changed my mind about so many things, about like, I don't want to step too far with this, but seeing babies getting born changes something in your head, I feel like. It might also just be my hormones. So that's what happened in the night of the 2nd of June, the birthday of 5 little super cute baby cats. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope this was somewhat interesting to you. And yeah, I'm going to see you in the next video. Cheerio. Oh, also, I've never done this after the sorry. Sorry for breaking the rules. Make sure to join the giveaway. I'm so grateful for everybody who has been so nice and subbing lately. I have been having more subscribers than I have ever had so far, and I'm so grateful for the, I mean, 5 people that sub. Really. It's great. Thank you. Yeah.